Hi everyone, my name is Lorna. Welcome back. This video is to give you some really quick information about the impact of alcohol on your anxiety and depression. And if you're interested in this material and it's useful to you, please subscribe below. So alcohol seems like a great idea at the time. It's the quickest way that we can get into our inner child, our happy place, and we don't really have to do much apart from open a bottle. However, some quick bits of information about alcohol. Number one, alcohol is a depressant. So if you aren't feeling great anyway, you're going to really not feel great afterwards. So it's just to hold that in mind, that if you have a drink, you're probably going to feel worse afterwards. Also, secondly, alcohol will really trigger your anxiety. If you're feeling a bit anxious or you've got things on your mind and worries, and at this time there's a lot of anxiety floating around in the collective unconscious with the pandemic, with COVID, people are very anxious. We're very anxious, more than normal. So if we have some alcohol, it will be a quick fix of feeling, oh, I feel okay, right? That quick hit. However, it's really going to trigger your anxiety when the alcohol starts to die off the next day. So really hold that in mind, especially around panic attacks. Lots of people, especially now, are having panic attacks. So again, it's rather than thinking something's come and got me from another planet, what's going on? Am I having a heart attack? Just to understand, okay, this is linked to the alcohol that I drank yesterday, and what do I need to do to stay well? So thirdly, alcohol is going to have an impact on our sleep. There is, well, it's not even old. People say, oh, if I have a drink, it helps me sleep. Rubbish. It will get you off to sleep. If you've had enough, you will go off to sleep, probably a little bit quicker. But my gosh, you'll be waking up in the night. You're going to be dehydrated. You will dehydrate your brain. You'll be going to the toilet all the time. And also, you digest alcohol. There's loads of calories in alcohol. So as you digest the alcohol in the night, that's the uncomfortable, restless sleep. Then that's when you notice the dry mouth and the fact you've just dehydrated your brain. So again, just being mindful of that you're not going to sleep great once you've had a drink, and the impact of lack of sleep on mental health is really significant. So fourthly, and this is really important, is the word serotonin, and what alcohol does to serotonin in our bodies and in our brains. So serotonin is the natural feel-good chemical that we need in our brains. It's also the chemical that is in an antidepressant, an SSRI. It is chemical serotonin. So when we have a drink, it will absolutely wipe out any serotonin that we have in our brains, or most of it. So it's knowing that's why I feel a bit rubbish the next day. Also, if you are taking an antidepressant and are suffering with depression and anxiety, it's really not a good idea to drink, or at least to be extremely aware of what's going to happen. Because if you put chemical serotonin into your brain with an antidepressant, when you drink alcohol, it will rip that serotonin out. So it's as if you're back to square one, and that's why you're going to feel really bad the next day. So again, it's noticing it was the alcohol, and then what do I need to do to feel okay? How do I need to start to build up that natural serotonin again? So this may be more sleep if you haven't slept, being super hydrated, eating well, putting good food into your gut. Look at some serotonin foods that are really useful. Moving. If you've had a drink, you may not want to go for a run the next day, but it's knowing, okay, maybe it's later on today or tomorrow, I'm going to go back to the gym, start moving, go for a walk, and really just bringing it front of mind that the impact that the alcohol has had on your mood. And of course, we have choice here. So if you are feeling that you have some issues with alcohol, or your mood's really not great, I would love to encourage you to go and talk to your GP. Look at finding a therapist who you can see maybe in a week or so, and just know that you have some choice around this. So again, it's just holding in mind that if I'm going to have a drink, I'm probably going to feel a bit rubbish the next day. So just bringing that to awareness, connecting it, have a great time. And also people that say, oh, I'll just stop, I won't do it. Well, It's a bit like it being Christmas and taking toys away. If you're going to take something away that we quite like, we need to replace it with something else. So, you know, a drink isn't just about the drink. There is often a ritual associated with that. So that might be seeing friends, or it's Friday night and I go to the fridge and I open that bottle of wine, or I have a beer and I sit and relax, or when the kids have gone to bed, or when I've just finished a big project. So it's useful to keep that routine, but maybe replace the alcohol with an adult drink, being mindful of how much water we're consuming at the same time. So we can't just stop it. We need to be replacing that behaviour with something else. So I hope that was useful. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.